Hello, this is Pastor Roland. Checking in to see how you're doing. Hope you're doing well. If you're not doing so well, no one's doing that well. Very few. But if you realize that you're not doing so well, then that means that you'll begin searching for answers. Searching for trying to find out the reason why you're not doing so well. Okay? And when you find the answers, then you can start doing well. I want to tell you about a new service that I have. It's called A Bible Verse Just for You. Okay? A Bible verse just for you. Now you all know that I take prayer requests and I answer prayers and pray for people. I don't answer prayers. Okay? God answers prayers. I take prayer requests, okay? And then pray for people. But some people would like to have a little Bible verse. Okay? So if you would, then when you send your prayer request, just tell me that you'd like to have a Bible verse just for you. Then I will pick one out just for you. Okay? Now the other thing I want to talk about, this morning a lady wrote to me, and things are not going so good, but she keeps on. She keeps on keeping on. Okay? Doing what she can. So there's a beautiful passage, and I can't find it now. It was in this book here. I can't find it. It was something like, it was from Galatians. And it said, do not become wearied of doing good. Okay? For when you do good, then in due time, or at the appointed time, you will receive your reward. That's a very beautiful passage, very beautiful. Okay? But what I wanted to say about that is, it said, never become weary of doing good. And so what I want to say, I want to do a little teaching here. This could be very important for you. Thoughts like, oh, I am so tired of, and I'm getting so sick and tired of this, and I'm just too tired to do that, and see? You know what those thoughts are? Those are temptation. Those thoughts are tempting you. Are those really your thoughts? You know, one time, something happened. I forget what it was. It was some little thing that had happened many times before. You know how some things that people do, they keep doing them even though they shouldn't. Anyway, but it was not a big deal, but something happened, and then in my mind I heard like a voice that was saying, I am so tired of always having to blah blah blah. Okay? I'm so tired of always having to. And then I stood back and I looked at that and I said, is that true? Am I really tired of? No, I'm not at all. Not at all tired of it. Bring it on. Bring on more. They can keep doing it every day for the next 100 years. And I will patiently endure, patiently say something if something needs to be said, and if nothing needs to be said, then I'll just patiently bear it. Okay? And maybe one day they will see the wisdom of not doing it anymore, and then they'll stop. Okay? But you see, it was a lie. But it was a temptation. Our thoughts tempt us. Have you read any of the spiritual writings of some of the spiritual people from like the Philokalia, or you read Thomas à Kempis or St. John of the Cross or Teresa of Avila or people like that, okay? Brother Lawrence and such people, okay? And they talk about the temptation, the battle of evil that approaches them and tempts them, okay? Well, you know something? You could say, well, maybe their imaginations were a bit vivid. That's possible. But on the other hand, maybe they were being tempted. In fact, they probably were. And they're just speaking about it because they realized that they were being tempted. See, people like that, they had a very clear understanding of right from wrong. It was very clear. Okay? And they also had a clear understanding of subtle wrongs. See, like saying, well, I'm tired of doing good. Nobody appreciates it anyway. See, that's a temptation. So they did battle with the temptation. Now, I don't know if they did battle properly, but if they did, then they did battle sort of like the way I teach. See, if you struggle with evil, if you struggle with temptations, then you give them energy. You give it energy. Okay? They get stronger. The answer, the way to deal with such temptations is to stand back and watch them. Observe them. Okay? Just observe them till they pass. Okay? Just can you see that there's discipline in simply observing, in seeing the temptation for what it is and just observing it and watching it? You see discipline there? Spiritual discipline. Okay, so watch out for temptations in your mind, and if you're having a hard time watching out for them, because most people today are confused. They don't have the clear idea of right from wrong, like some of the great people that I had mentioned earlier, the mystics, Christian mystics, had a very clear. Some people today are very confused. Okay, they really are. So I'm not knocking them. But if they want to get clear on such things, then my meditation will help. And if you're lost in your thoughts, which most people are nowadays, lost down in their thinking. See people like Noah, Moses, Abraham, Jeremiah, Isaiah, people like that, Paul. They were not lost in their thinking and imagination and daydreams and music and text. They weren't lost down there the way we are today. They had much more clear thinking, and that way they were closer to reality, closer to truth, closer to God. Okay, so if you need a little help, then get my meditation. Okay, I have a free one. Okay, all right. So my new service is a Bible verse just for you. Okay, so if you'd like to take advantage of it, please do. My name is Pastor Roland.